Alright, so look, before I even start this video, you feel me? Before I even start this video, I'm gonna start by saying, listen, you know, I'm not no big streamer, nothing, but I feel like, God damn, I really never thought I would, you feel me, go to another game. But yo, look, never say never, bro. Because look, bro, this is just horrible, bro. Like, why? It's just all bad. I like, y'all seen the videos, y'all know that, y'all know why. But it's just like shaking my head. And honestly, I think the hackers really won. Like, it's like I got a PC for COD, and now it's like I don't even want the PC, bro. Like, oh, I need the PC to play other games now. But shit, it's crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this video. For me, I'm gonna see what he said. This is my first time watching it, so I was gonna watch it before. I'm like, let me just do it on stream types. I'll just get it.
Specifically over on Steam, and Steam does not encompass, you know, across the board all players. Obviously, over on console, they're gonna have their numbers as well. But again, I have to point this out. For the past few years, we've talked about the Steam charts and stuff. There's always a group of people that say, well, it's just the Steam charts. It's not, you know, the consoles or whatever. But I will say again, trends are a thing. If there's not a very obvious reason, like some sort of performance issue over on console or PC or something that would force people to quit on a specific platform, you have to assume that the trend is happening across the board. Now, does that mean that console numbers are down by 40%? No, it could be lower.
And that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, I wasn't really a YouTube guy with the whole YouTube and making videos. You feel me? But now that I'm making videos and understanding the game, bro, like, you really can't rock with, you can't be one-dimensional. That's the word of the year for me. One dimensional. You can't be one dimensional, bro. You gotta be 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, because the fact that Warzone could die like this is crazy. But let's carry on though.
Or it could be slightly lower, it could be slightly higher. But I highly doubt that they're gaining players at this time. The number is just too significant over here on Steam in particular. I still play on Battle.net. I'm not even on that whole Steam thing, but I don't even know how many people are still left over here on Battle.net. But, you know, I play a ton of other games over on Steam, but I play Call of Duty over on Battle.net. It's what I've done. Now, but because we have multiple games smashed into the Call of Duty title over on Steam, it's a little bit difficult to really get the, you know, right numbers anyway. They still show a trend that'll always be consistent. MW3, MW2, and Warzone. So this is why I'm saying Call of Duty in general is dying. Not just Warzone, not just multiplayer. Call of Duty in general seems to be just losing player count at the moment. Very, very quickly. Now, before when I was saying that, you know, the numbers are still lining up with how they were last year and all this other stuff, they had a more successful launch than the past couple years. One of the best launches they've had. But they've seen a sharper decline than before. I absolutely understand the Warzone drop-off, but the multiplayer drop-off is a little bit more confusing to me. I'm under the impression that the multiplayer is good. I didn't feel any type of way about the multiplayer. Now, obviously, the maps themselves are not the best.
The fact that Jev could just do this, though, it's
with, like, you know,
it's
the
excellent, man.
or anything like that.
As a creator, you have to have,
for sure. I absolutely understand.
As a creator, you gotta have a little bit of jealousy when you just look at this. Like, he can freely play the game, have fun, and just chat. That's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing.
Understand that the
but just doing it on Call of Duty too, while it's failing, but he's more than Call of Duty. That's just Call of Duty, bro. If Jev's, yeah, they better stop playing, bro. Make this game lit, or it's over, or it's over. All the people that's lit out of there. But I mean, they said Black Ops 2 Remastered, so we're gonna see what's up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not buying cards. I don't want to buy cards either. If it's not COD Remastered, if it's another Warzone 2 engine, nah.
Is a joke right now. I haven't ran into any hackers myself, not in Plunder anyway, at least not what I've noticed, but it's definitely rampant.
And he's playing Plunder at that, not even Warzone. So I mean, it is Warzone, but
it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Get that the maps suck overall, but it's still surprising to see how many people actually, like, dropped off that shit. They were just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go and play something else. And that could be another factor. There are just other games to play right now. Having an alternative absolutely helps, that's for sure. Now, with that said, I don't think that there's really, like, a Call of Duty alternative in terms of, like, an FPS that people are playing in comparison that's, like, in the same exact kind of genre. Shit, I mean, I wasn't playing for a good amount of time just because I was playing PoE. I absolutely understand. I see people playing Marvel Rivals as well. Get that the maps suck overall on multiplayer. I'm surprised that they suck so bad that, like, people would stop playing over the maps alone. There's definitely more to it, and honestly, I think just fatigue might be the thing that is making people a little bit more just willing to drop it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Call of Duty isn't going to come out the next year. It's Call of Duty. It's going to keep going no matter how bad it gets. So people feel more, you know, comfortable with just dropping Call of Duty in general. Which honestly, I would say is a good thing. Because again, there are so many people that are locked into playing Call of Duty year over year. And I understand if you're like a mainly, you know, Call of Duty streamer,
He's talking to me.
YouTuber or creator, whatever. Call of Duty
He's talking to me.
Probably not going to get as much viewership on other things or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, expand your horizons. I'm telling you, it is so worth it that it's not even funny to just go and play a different game. I think that there's just like a culmination of things.
I understand it now, Jeff.
Like skill-based matchmaking,
I'm sad it has to be. I have to hear it 30 million times, but I understand it now.
Just straight up not falling for like the Call of Duty marketing hype type of shit. I will say that this game, Black Ops 6, absolutely could have been worse. I think that the game is a full package. I think that multiplayer is actually complete. We got a bunch of maps, even though they're shitty. Got the zombies, which is very, very solid and respected. Zombies seems to be the only thing that's actually getting praised at this point. Zombies is good. Zombies is a hit. Zombies is good. And then we have Warzone, which we've talked about a whole bunch. It's an odd thing too, though, because the SBMM discussion has been done to death. I'm so tired of talking about it. Like, is it good for player retention? Is it bad for player retention? And the weird thing is that we actually kind of have mixed results, it seems. On one hand, Activision implements skill-based matchmaking and engagement-optimized matchmaking because for them, it does keep people playing for longer. It keeps casual players playing longer than, say, like a game that has no skill-based matchmaking. So we know for a fact that skill-based matchmaking does manage to retain players better than no skill-based matchmaking. At least at face value when we're looking at the numbers themselves. I could name plenty of people that I know personally that I've watched play how they play. I know what level they are. And the game is still, no matter how good or easy their lobbies are, they're still not just like staying and playing the game for a long period of time. Even if the game does make them feel good about them doing well, eventually that will stop. Again, it seems that Activision is always completely data-driven, completely devoid of nuance, all that shit. So they will always do anything that makes that number stay as high as possible for as long as possible. For an example of a no skill-based matchmaking system game.
This shit is all making sense now, bro. And I hate that it all makes sense now for me. You feel me? Like, I'm not mad it's making sense now and not before. You feel me? Because we all go through that little phase or whatever. But I deadass understand it now. Like, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Like, it's lit. It's lit. All right, let's go back to the video. But yeah, COD is going bad right now.
Breakdance reverse 720 with it. Because before, this wasn't really the case. This whole like system and engagement and all that other shit, gaming wasn't like this. It just wasn't. The whole like culture of everything was way different. The
culture of gaming was super different.
Just wants to have things handed to him now and blah blah blah. It's just that more people are willing to just straight up not waste their time on something that they're not really truly enjoying. And honestly, I think that's a pretty healthy thing for a player base to do. Straight up, just if you ain't feeling it, quit. Fuck. They're absolutely done with the whole no skill-based matchmaking thing. Definitely drives new players away and does not hold them nearly as well as, you know, the more protected brackets with, you know, strict SBMM. And a lot of people wanted me to talk about the whole X-Defiant shutdown thing. A group of, like, lower skill players play the game more. Naturally, as human beings, as we play, we will get better. All the repetitions, everything, naturally, you will get better. Maybe you won't end up reaching some insane ceiling or some shit, but you should absolutely be getting better at the games the more you play them. Just naturally, you'll be more familiar with how everything works. Your gun will be easier to control.
Jev really be speaking facts.
All that shit. Naturally, you
he speaks facts, bro.
Maybe
like,
one player in your whole friend group, though, learns a little bit faster.
Why don't they invite him to, like, you feel me, to the office with the CEO?
If that one friend starts getting better than the rest of the group, you guys are going to gradually get in harder and harder games until eventually you're not really going to be able to play together.